when they beat us.
Today, it's Madden NFL football.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down, Parker, quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
Now after the play, oh, man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Parker looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches for an even 100 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Parker looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Bears, well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Tackle made at the 20.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 55 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really Feel like he's into the game because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get it. Sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Off play action. Townsend. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
On the carry.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Townsend. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Brought down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing right, and that's complete. 30, past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to... jump back in front. Now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
Makes the score Bears.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
On 1st down, Felts. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he?
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Parker on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. To throw is Parker. To throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16.
1st down.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, Felts. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Off the play fake. Townsend looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Townsend. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run on first down. Phelps, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the Bears' 48-yard line.
From the gun. Parker, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Parker, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback is sacked.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
We'll take over 1st and
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now left side of the swing pass. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? In a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Number 84. Touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. He also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I've got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Parker now on 1st and 10.
But it certainly made...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 31-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Parker. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off play action. Parker. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2.
21.
So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached, and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Bears 21.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Townsend decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Off the play fake. Townsend. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again. Townsend. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and create a big play.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Townsend. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 19 yards away. And the Bears will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And 9.
Now the second down throw on target. He's at the 50, the 30, and he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the left side. Connor, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably open.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. Great job defensively. Nowhere to go.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend over the middle, complete. It's Peters. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
28-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Townsend. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 12 yards there and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt. Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now Parker throwing again on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the gun, Parker. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. Under pressure, and down he goes. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Parker looking to throw on 2nd down. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Parker. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. From the gun, Townsend. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. 44 yards. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Looking to throw. Parker. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Parker on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Giants 30.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
1-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Parker. To throw on 2nd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Giants.
Operating from the gun, Parker. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that will be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Parker now. From the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Parker. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Townsend. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to